That being said, I am getting word that we are all ready for our next run, so we are going to go over to FreyasSpirit with Super Metroid Low Percent Ice for the Super Nintendo.
Hello, we are Freyas, and we are going to bring you Super Metroid Low Percent Ice, a delightful, delightful showcase of this game, where the bosses are difficult and can kill you. And we'll let our couch introduce themselves.
Queen of Glitch, or just call me Cat, it doesn't matter. I'm here. I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
Hi, I'm False Guard. Varin also works. I'm here to just have some fun and remind you that Samus is a girl.
It's the most important part of the run, as it's something that we hopefully shouldn't see until the very end.
Awesome, so let's take it away in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So, this is Series Station, the start of every Super Metroid run. This Series Station teaches you one of the most fundamental lessons of Metroid games. That if you don't want your space station or planet to blow up, you should not let Samus touch it. And here we're gonna run and hit Ridley, and for this Ridley, you can either hit Ridley 100 times, or you can get below 30 health. So we want to get below 30 health as fast as possible, which means that we need to take 5 hits from the tail. So we're gonna take 3 hits on the ground, and then 2 hits in the air, and then Ridley will blow up the station. Swag boost. So Series Escape has a timer, and the goal with Series Escape is always to try and get a better time than TaskBot. So let's see if we can do it. Super solid rooms so far.
It's always mesmerizing to watch people do the escape climb. You're the first escape climb.
And there we go.
Like, edge of my seat.
And there we go. We have thoroughly beaten TaskBot's time.
Looks like those rocks always look like they can hit you. That they're just background noise.
So now our goal is to go to the planet, defeat the 4 main bosses, defeat Mother Brain, and escape with the ship. And possibly the animals, depending on what chat wants. Depending on what chat gets their donations in for.
Yeah.
So the first thing you're going to notice is that our arms are going to be flailing around wildly, and those are known as arm pumps, and each one of those will push us forward 1 pixel. So you have to mash LNR to go forward as fast as possible. One of the silliest texts in the game. When we did the red...
And Samus flails her arms and just going, ah, in the most unprofessional way possible.
And here we have Moonfall, which is uncapped falling speed. You're going to see the graphics mess up. Saves about 4 seconds in that room, and about 3 seconds over the rest of the run. Pitless, the pit room right there that we just jumped over, is one of the hardest rooms in the game when you're learning. And if you want an appreciation for how hard this run is, just try and jump through that room without running into any of the pits. So, as always, chat, we're going to need your help telling us what this item is.
Orb!
Orb!
Okay, I wasn't actually expecting you to actually say orb.
Orb.
I wasn't expecting you to actually say orb.
That is the only thing
because I'm a troll like that.
That is the only thing we've changed here, and we changed it right after the Celeste run at GDQ, and because that is one of our best memories of GDQ.
Yeah, we Fatales here love the orb, so always having to have the orbs around.
So next up, we're going to have to do the pit room in reverse, which is the same as the pit room forward, only we have to shoot our way across. So the climb here, there are two ways: the classic climb, which is the wall jump climb, or the ledge grab climb that we're going to be doing, jumping from ledge to ledge. We have a theory that the ledge grab climb is the best to do until you get to a very high level, and you can really start doing the wall jump climb optimally.
That is the climb I do out because I am not very good at the wall climb at all.
Didn't you have to
So coming up here, we're going to have Bon Chorizo.
Did you have to unlock the ability to grab onto ledges in the original? I remember that vaguely from Zero.
Nope, that is only a GBA thing.
That's only a Zero thing? Huh.
So here, we're going to, Bomb Chorizo is 800 HP, so we're going to shoot Bomb Chorizo with 15 beam shots and 5 missiles.
This fight is scary. This fight makes you scared of statues with like the rest of the run on your first run.
Super easy fight.
Yeah, I remember when I was talking about commentary earlier. I was like, I'm gonna write notes for bosses, and then I wrote like 2 lines for Bon Chorizo. It was 800 health, dies very quickly. There's not really.
Alcatraz escape.
I never realized that was his name. I thought that was a funny name for like Spore Spawn or something.
So in the next room, we are going to be killing the pirates because we're going to be doing Fantoon first, and we want to save as much health as possible. Mushroom Kingdom is always fun to try and not bonk the Kagos.
As much as they look very cuddly, we do not want to bonk them. That loses time, and we're here to be fast.
So coming up...
We're here to be fast and watch explosions.
Coming up is a trick called the Mock Ball, or Fast Morph Ball. That is going to let us sneak into early supers and skip Spore Spawn. This is, when you're first looking, this is one of the 2 most fundamental tricks of the game, just because of how much of the game it skips.
We've got a lot of donations. We're being asked when's the best time to start reading those.
Go for it.
Oh gosh, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, we have just got a absolute ton of donations. I have a $50 donation from Ida11 that says low percent should mean a low percent of animals saved. Kill them. We have a $100 donation from Pitsman Lions 0416 that says, this week was great. Let's have everyone back for future GDQ events. Also, save the animals. 2020 has been rough enough. But in contrast, we have $25 from Superdan that says, kill the animals. Or save them, whatever you want. I have $15 from Kevlario, kill the saves, frame the animals. I have $10 from Bean, destroy the barriers to girls' educations, just like we'll destroy those animals. I have $5 from Iowan Punch that says, save the frames, kill the animals. We also hit $71,102, and so far, Save the Animals is far in the lead at $7,089, with Kill Behind at $2,958. I would like to see that get a little closer. We want to see a good competition between the two, don't we?
We want to fight here, guys. It's not exciting it's not exciting to save the animals if it's easy.
Right?
You can't save the animals from Goomba, you gotta save them from Ridley.
We just can't have a cakewalk of saving the animals. Come on.
At the last frame Fatales, it actually tied, and we got to taunt the animals.
I was gonna say, where's the taunt the animals option? That's my favorite. Hold on.
That's a good point. That was a really good option.
You do that, and then for all future runs, you can unlock an extra button where Samus just like does a pose. I don't know what the pose is, but she does a pose.
We could just make Samus dab on and just.
Oh no. Oh no. Biofilm, why? Why have you betrayed?
So because this is Marathon Run, we're going to be taking a safety save here. unlikely that Phantoon will kill us, but Phantoon can kill us. And so far, the only route divergence from any percent is that we skip charge missiles, which is incredibly hard tech. A lot of times you just muscle memory straight into it.
I'm very proud of you for not picking them up.
So coming up is the moat. We're gonna have to do a continuous wall jump, which is a 1 frame into 2 frame inputs, and the moat is the room which prevents casual players from going to Phantoon first. And definitely gatekept this run for a long time. That's a good setup. We have 2 frames to do the continuous wall jump. This is a room where it's possible to get stuck for a minute.
Once you're done focusing, you explain why the charge beam is important for the wall jump.
So now would be a great time if you have more donations.
Oh, do I ever. I have a $5 donation from Holly that says, how about a $5 orb hype train? Also, save those frames. I have a $50 donation from Fast B that says, here's a donation just for renaming the morph ball to orb. Also, save the animals. How can you pet them if you don't save them?
Thank you
For Freya's and for the people commentating, what are your preferences for save versus kill?
Honestly, I'm pretty indifferent. I'm sorry for that. Like, I want a good fight, is what I want. I don't want it to I don't want it to be easily decided like before the first boss is done. You know?
I feel the same. I feel the exact same. What about you, Freyas? Do you have a preference?
Agree. We want to tie again.
We want a tie. You heard from Twitch chat. We want a tie. So we want to get kill up a little bit higher so it's closer to save. So we have a good solid fight between the two. We have a $100 donation from Naughty Zoot that said, we need to go fast and kill those pesky animals. Great cause and great marathon. Thanks to all the runners killing it, like we should kill those animals. I love these so much. We have a $15 donation from Queen Crimson. So excited for the Super Metroid run. Good luck to FreyasSpirit, and a huge thanks to everyone for the amazing runs. Brain Fatales has become such an important group to me in and out of speedrunning. Everyone is so supportive. Sending love to all of you. Heart emoji. I have a $25 donation from Brogrel, who wouldn't want to help save those who need it. Let's save those animals. And while it is good to save the animals, again, I just really want a good solid fight. Which means kill has jumped up a little bit. We are now at 7,094 for save and 3,195 for kill. Let's get those kills in, everyone.
Evil laughter.
So Freyas has been in Phantoon for a minute here, and now is dead. But you know, not really too much to talk about. But a lot of things casually, especially when I first played this game, was why don't we just hit them with supers, and then you see the flames, and then you go, oh no, that's not fast at all. Also, I've noticed in this category, it's tight to get the all 10 missiles in, or the 2-phase with 10 missiles in each one, because you're capped at 10 missiles. So that's pretty interesting about this route. Just while Freyas is moving on, I'm just going to highlight a few things that you collect in here. So we're only going to get 3 energy tanks, 2 missile packs, 2 super missile packs, and 1 power bomb pack. So ammo is going to be a little tight in some of these fights. We only get Varia suit and gravity suit, ice beam, charge beam, and then obviously we already have orb. Orb! So there's
Speaking of the orcs, they're angry.
Freyas has already they've already beaten Fantoon. Next we're gonna fight Kraid. We're gonna make our way there. Not always the same boss order for I believe the optimal is PRKD. Could I get a confirmation on that, Freyas? I believe that's the. But just want to be different. Just gonna be a little different here.
We're gonna go take out King K. Rool, stop him from stealing all those bananas.
Oh yeah, we gotta save the bananas, not the animals.
Exactly. They're more important, clearly.
Right now, there are only 2 people in the world with PR with Ridley second PBs, and that's because that means that you have to basically you have very little health for Lower Norfair, and it's just a really really high risk route, and we don't think that anyone would run it in a marathon.
No. No.
You were saying earlier that Ridley has like a real AI to it.
Yes.
You can explain what that means?
Ridley will adjust to what Samus is doing.
And that's the end of that. Okay. I thought you were gonna say more.
Okay, this room could kill us. If we take 3 spike hits, we're dead. So, oh, we're dead. We considered grabbing more health, but we just missed the first jump.
It happens. That's what we safety
those
safe for.
are spikes the player is not meant to touch. Especially not with their face.
And that all goes down to back to taking a couple hits in the room after Fantoon and getting really bad Fantoon drops.
You ever wonder if like the save points are just like rebuilding a new Samus, like, and like what is like every time a Samus dies, a new one is like constructed, like 3D printed using the machine.
There is a new hack from a month or 2 ago that makes that explicitly canon in that hack.
Interesting.
At the end of the hack, you even get to see all the clones.
Nice. I like that when Samus walks in Smash Brothers, you can see that she just saved because she expects to die.
So now is a good time for more donations.
Yes, very good time for donations.
Absolutely. We have just so many coming in. It is amazing. Also, we are getting more for Kill, which is great. We have a $5 donation from Uncreative Automaton that says, "Power to the women. First time donating during Fleet Fatales. Happy to support education for women and girls all over the world. P.S. Save the animals." I have a $50 donation from Hofu Myama. Schrodinger the animals. Save and kill them simultaneously. I have $222 from Dodecalope that says, "Thanks for providing some great entertainment during a stressful week at work. Always happy to contribute to a good cause. Normally, I save the animals, but Kill is so far behind it really needs some help more." So that is for Kill. Speaking of, we are at 7,119.50 for save, 3,255.75 for kill. I do know that if we somehow manage to tie these up, we can taunt the animals, which would be super cool to have happen. I have $25 from Weasel Shaman that says, "I think anyone that watches speedrunning will agree, the best races are the close ones. On that note, please put this money to killing the animals and close that gap." We have a $25 donation from Adam S. that says, "Hype, hype, hype."
It's so weird to see Fantoon without like the long tentacles that it has in like the 3D ones, I think. Maybe I'm thinking of something completely different. Sometimes I think that. Like, oh, I'm just thinking of the wrong thing.
Come on, Fantoon.
So the good thing about this is that we're guaranteed, because we're at such low health, we're going to get every drop is going to be a health drop, so we're not going to end up low health like last time. So because we only have one power bomb, we're just gonna use regular bombs there. And because we've already taken a death to bowling, we are gonna be taking a safety save beforehand. That blue door did not know it hit it.
Neither did I. I just looked up and it was gone. Wow. I always want to hug these little orb-like friends in this room. I've always wanted to just like go up and squeeze them and see if they're like squeezy like a stress ball, you know? Every time I see them, I'm like, can we touch them? Can we just like see? But sadly, we're here to go fast, so no grabbing orb friends today.
I always imagine like the Metroid, like the skin of a Metroid feels like one of those plastic toys, those translucent ones that you can get. They're like kind of squishy, you know? You know what I'm talking about? It's hard to articulate what I'm talking about, but maybe that makes sense.
Okay, so which do you think is the cuddliest enemy in the game?
I have to remember what the enemies in the game looked like. Clearly the true answer is Ridley. No. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing's coming to mind, unfortunately.
Another fun lore question. How do you think Samus knows where she's going when she's in a ball rolling in circles?
I wonder if like she has like an echolocation thing in her suit, so like when she makes impact on the ground or like rolls, it like vibrates and whatnot.
You would have that has to be like the most disifying thing in the world. Like
I mean, as if like being in this, as if everything else going on around her is not disorientating as all get out already. Now you have echolocation while you were in an orb size, like.
I was just thinking about her being in orbit, all being disorienting. To, like,
I can imagine she's like pretty flexible. It's pretty normal, just rolls into an orb, you know, just to exercise, you know.
I've seen an interpretation of what her getting into Morphle looks like outside of the suit is just like some human contortionist.
These are the important things you need to know in Metroid. Nothing else matters. Samus is a girl and orb. That's what's important here.
Now we're in Fire Zone.
The
My
next
favorite
thing,
song.
the next thing we have to be careful of is not grabbing Spazer.
Yes, I was about to say, please don't grab Spazer.
We totally have in the past just muscle memoried into Spazer while half asleep.
I think you're good enough in this game you can speedrun while half asleep. That's amazing.
It's like playing Tetris while half asleep.
Oh, yeah, I know how that goes. Oh, boy.
Yeah. And you know how it is when like you're watching someone else play Tetris and then they put something in the wrong spot and you're like, no!
Mm-hmm. It's a thing. Misdropping is the most favorite thing I like to see when I'm watching other people play, because I'm like, oh, I feel it in my soul.
It's like,
someone asked in chat what's bad about grabbing spazers. So this is low percent. So there's only 14% of items that we can grab. So the only two beams we can grab is charge beam and ice beam. Any other beam would make it more than the collective percent which is needed for the category.
This is another divergence from any percent. We're gonna be killing Kraid first. Normally in any percent, you wouldn't because it's faster to come through here with speed booster. But in this case, it doesn't make a difference. And it'll let us have Varin and an extra E-tank for Ridley.
Yes. I love the quick kill.
Nicely done.
Nice. Good job.
We have in the past tried to learn the 2-missile quick kill, but every time we've tried it, we've just given up on it because it's too inconsistent.
This is a marathon. We want to be marathon safe, so sometimes you just gotta go with what you know.
So the other reason for doing this later in any percent is that mini Kraid gives a ton of super drops, and we're gonna have to do an extra farm for supers after Ridley. So this is a really, really interesting ammo situation, so we're just gonna kill these pirates with power bombs. And here's that safety E-tank that we get to grab. At this point, we're at 12% of items. Low percent is 14%, so we get exactly 2 more items. We're gonna need to do another mock ball to sneak under this gate without speed booster. Even Twitch to do this mock ball somehow.
That's impressive. It's impressive that like a Twitch plays can do any kind of thing like that at all.
It definitely took many people very knowledgeable in the community coordinating the entire thing. So we have one more item in the game to pick up, and that is going to be an E-tank.
Our last E-tank.
So we're going to try and get a quick XA from here, mockballing back out, and we got it.
Nice.
That should be good.
Nice. That's the things we like to see.
How goes the fight between saving?
Yeah, give us an update.
We are at 7,214 for save, 3,385 for kill, so kill is creeping up. Do we have time for a couple donations towards that?
Yes, we do. Now is a great time, the calm before the storm.
Oh, yes. Awesome. Thank you so much. I have $30 from Ancient Gamer that says, good to see one of my favorite runners crushing SM for a good cause. Kill those animals, Freyas. I have $25 from Peanut153. Saving the animals is the only real choice. I have $25 from Robert. Killing the animals? In this economy? Take my $25 and save those beautiful beasties. I have $50 from Helda and Subre that says, normally I'd like to save the animals, but I agree that I'd rather it be a close race, so kill those animals. And you know what, Helden? I agree. Normally I would say save too, but for the spirit of competition and the potential to get it tied and taunt, kill those animals.
So this is going to be our last farm before Lower Norfair, and after that we'll be going in, so there's time for a few more donations. If there are any.
Oh gosh, yeah. Yes. I have $25 from Miles. It says, long-time watcher, first-time donating. So excited to watch y'all run low percent ice live. A welcome respite from my low percent school grades. Thank you for making to the end of the semester something to look forward to, and of course, save the animals. I have $100 from Anonymous that says, excellent cause, fantastic event, great community, keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Anonymous. I super appreciate that. We have $25 from Jay Powers. These have been some amazing runs, some incredible runners, and a fantastic cause. Thank you all. Thank you, Jay Powers.
So here we go, an interesting trick. We're gonna do a gravity jump, starting a jump under lava, and then finishing it outside of lava. And finishing it, and then continuing it with underwater physics. And that'll just let us sneak up. And based on the gravity jump, that room was originally called Gravitron. Very, very neat trick. And we especially love doing it up the left side. Especially without doing it on the left side, it's a really tight window and tight timing. But we can just remove all the timing by hitting jump and pause at the same time by using the left side. Shoutouts to Hero82 who helped us to create that.
It reminds me of how in Hollow Knight, like lower percent, you can just pause the game and it'll just kind of confuse the game into letting you fall faster than gravity should let you fall. I don't think it works on the current version, but it used to work. So that I think that's why they run older versions of the game. Those orb things you were fighting earlier, they just remind me of Paper Mario enemies. I think specifically like 1,000-Year Door and something like that. Or maybe... Yeah, the things I'm thinking of are actually pretty sure.
So welcome to Lower Norfair. This is the area of the game where everything can kill you. And there are three big challenges in the rest of the run. The first is Ridley, and then the second is the Lower Norfair Escape, which is harder than Ridley. And then the last challenge is going to be Mother Brain, which is 80% of the challenge in the run. Nikki welcome to get up there and did not work.
They can kill you. Mother Brain can kill you 4 times. Is that what you're saying?
Sorry, we didn't catch all of that.
I said because you said Mother Brain was 80% of the challenge, and well, I guess the Escape and Ridley would be 20% together. For one time that kills you, Mother Brain kills you 4 times. Because
Yes.
math.
Yes.
I'm here to attack with math. It's my most powerful ability.
So here, we're going to be taking a safety save before Ridley. Because we can die to Ridley. We found out yesterday that as we're practicing, the hardest part about not dying to Ridley is having the summit music in the background, having your eyes start to tear up as you remember Madeline and Protector Madeline starting to work together and the beauty of it. Well, donations from Lynna Rain and Maddie Thompson coming in.
That's some powerful energy. Honestly, I feel like I could do anything if that was going in the background, you know?
Defending Myself is also a really good song.
So here we have 6 supers, which is really good. We need 3 supers per, and each super we're short requires 7 charge shots. So it's really bad for time if we don't end up with enough supers.
Please, friendos, drop us the things that we would like.
I've seen those things compared to Meta Knight's halberd from the front, as seen from the front, and now I will never unsee it.
Oops.
Want to go in max, yeah?
So now is a great time for more donations while we farm up to full.
Absolutely. I have a $65 donation from Anonymous that says, taunt the animals. I have a $25 donation from Ragnar that says, as an educator, I love the work that Malala Fund does, but I want to talk about another educational point. Thank you all for breaking the stereotypes of what a gamer is. Thank you for showing what games can mean to people and to a community. Thank you for showing gamers can not only fight Mother Brain, but can fight for a better world. So thank you to everyone who has helped put this event on, donated, and been a part of this fantastic week. Thank you so much, Ragnar. I agree. Everyone has been absolutely amazing. And it is so great to see everyone come together and raise money for such a good cause.
I've never seen the ice art thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt that.
Oh, no, you're totally okay. I have a $25 donation from Queen of Glitch that says, let's get those animals that much closer to their eventual demise. Mwahahaha. I have $35 from Bongo Bear that says 70K hype, save the animals. Thank you so much, Bongo Bear. We are actually very, very close to $72,000 raised. We are only $36 away from that. Can we get a $36 donation towards killing the animals to get it that much closer?
Meanwhile, Ridley is just pogoing.
Yeah, Ridley's on the pogo.
So above 80% HP.
This feels really kind for Ridley, wow.
Above 80% HP, Ridley will only pogo. And the goal is to get Ridley below half, where Ridley will change colors. And then after Ridley is below half, we will be shooting 23 charge shots, 10 missiles and 10 supers, and that will kill Ridley. So Ridley's first swoop is going to be high, every other swoop is going to be low. To turn Ridley around, we want to break spin. We want to break spin while sufficiently high, while above the peak of Ridley's pogo, while Ridley is at the peak of his pogo. And we want to do that because there's this little safe spot on the far left side. Because we don't have high jump boots, we're going to be using we're going to be doing wall jumps there.
Ridley sure loves making noises, huh?
And it's going to take 100. Yep. It's going to take 100 charge shots, and then after that, Ridley is going to be at half. And Ridley has an actual AI, so this is probably the most interesting boss fight. Because Ridley has an AI, we can properly manipulate Ridley.
For a casual player, having an actual AI is a scary thing. For a speedrunner, I can trick you into doing whatever I want.
So Ridley will either pogo or swoop. And if Ridley's swooping, we need to jump over the swoop. If Ridley's pogoing, we need to get Ridley stuck in this corner.
Why isn't it working?
Every time after Ridley swoops, Ridley will ram directly to your position. Okay, there it is. There's a color change. Now we need to count to 23 and unload the ammo.
The swooping where he does the grabbing thing? Or think he can just grab a hold of you and just start continuously damaging you? Because I remember seeing that from Casual Run.
That is a ram after the swoop. Excellent pattern. Oh no, Ridley
Yes.
canceled the pogo.
Never
He wasn't
mind, I'd
feeling
rather
it.
just leave. This is what Ridley sounds like, apparently.
And we're gonna have to hit Ridley a bunch of extra times because he missed a super. What we really wanted was Ridley to pogo to unload the supers, but Ridley isn't cooperating. Ridley should be dead. Oh, there's dead Ridley.
Here it is.
That's what I was waiting for.
You can tell when Ridley's dead when Ridley starts to only ram you and not super pogo. And once Ridley gets to 0 HP, Ridley will have to grab you before Ridley actually dies. So it's very, very common to get Ridley to 0 HP and then die to Ridley. So we're gonna farm to full because the lower Norfair escape is more deadly than Ridley.
All that time spent rebuilding himself and regenerating, and then he just exploded.
I'm not sure what else he's supposed to do at that point, honestly. I mean, like, might as well, go out in the, flame of glory.
I guess, yeah. I guess it's more a flame of gory is the thing. I'm sorry for my terrible humor. But at the same time, I am not.
Excellent. We only took one hit there. In lower Norfair escape, we're counting every hit that we're taking and trying to take as few as possible. So these are the key hunter rooms. This is the 2 key hunter rooms with red key hunters are the scariest rooms in the escape, and we'll see if we can do this. Oop, that was close to getting past one. We'll take that, 2 hits.
Yeah, 2 hits that's pretty good. I guess one of the best outcomes, I guess.
In the world record, the world record holder talks about how he wishes that it's easy to have a damageless lower Norfair escape as it was a damageless Ridley. So this is definitely a tricky segment. Okay.
The lava doesn't go.
No, it doesn't. But also, these key hunters are very,
Cramped.
yes.
Case in point, yeah.
They're very sneaky and they're very fast, and they will charge at you, and it's kind of hard to read them, especially in such tight-knit spaces.
Yeah, it feels like those enemies were designed for a bigger area or to be killable. I mean, a bit of both, I think.
I was gonna say from the normal progression of the game, if you were playing this casually, you would be definitely it would be safer to kill them. But we're doing a speed run, and we're gonna go fast, so we want to just avoid them and not waste the time trying to kill them.
Yeah, because with this low of gear, it would probably take forever.
Mm-hmm.
Comparatively.
Yep. We try to go fast.
That was a really, really unfortunate death. And right about now, we're really glad that the marathon is ahead because RNG is not, the game is not being nice. The game is really punishing us for skipping safety saves. And if you have any more donations, now is a great time to read all of them.
You're reading my mind, Freyas.
I have a ton. I have $100 from Nichole that says, "Thank you for all you do. Here's another 100 towards taunting those animals." And as a reminder for people who may not know, taunting is when we go into the room, wave to the animals, and then we leave. We have $25 from Berto and Fargo that says, "Fund the educations, run the speeds, and save those fluffies." I have a $250 donation from Splurdo that says, "Had to donate to this great event. Watching gamers crush levels that taunted me as a girl brings back fond memories. Good job to all. Usually I would vote to save the animals, but my boyfriend insists those aliens have weird powers and should die. Sorry kids, but kill the animals.
They have strange abilities and they will curse you. They will curse you with their powerful flames. They are dangerous.
And as an update, we actually not only hit $72,000 raised for Malalathon, but are almost at $72,500 raised, which means I think we can get $73,000. And what better way than going towards Kill the Animals? Save is currently at $7,259, and Kill is at $3,550. So it is creeping up there. We're getting closer, and I want to see a tight race. Twitch chat, you know what to do. Kill those animals.
Remember, we don't want to save it from a Goomba, we want to save it for Ridley if we want to save them. Therefore, it must be difficult.
So since we're back in Ridley, if you did not get to see Ridley the first time and missed everything about Ridley, Ridley has 18,000 health. Charge ice deals 90 damage, so it's like what 200 something shots to get him to 0. I'm good at math. I'm not good at math.
That's right. 18,090. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Mostly, I mean, it happened at the beginning, but using a ice shield, which is the charge beam and ice beam combo, 4 of the little sparklies, I like to call them sparklies, will hit Ridley, and then a power bomb will strike him twice, so you want to use the rest of the power bombs freely afterwards. We're waiting on Ridley to change color, and when he does, it'll be 23 charge shots, 10 missiles, and 10 supers to finish him off. And that's pretty much it. Now we just wait for him to have some fun and hope he gives a better pattern this time than last time.
I never knew that you could basically have Samus copy like Leaf Man's ability, or the Woodman, I think, from Mega Man 2. The Leaf thing he has in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Smash. I was like, wait, is that a Smash reference?
No, it's Mega Man.
Oh, okay.
Mega Man was in Smash Brothers.
We distinctly remember playing Mega Man 2 at a friend's kid and just having a lot of trouble with it.
Classic Mega Man is super rude. I played the PSP port of it with all the voices, and where you can unlock the different Robot Masters by beating them Buster only. Like, man, is so hard, Buster only. It's so hard to kill. He's insufferable. His voice is insufferable. It does not help.
While we're also fighting Ridley again, before we toss it back over to donations, I've noticed a few comments people asking about ice category, ice beam only. So there are different there's different categories in Super Metroid, of course. There's different iterations of 14%, which is the lowest amount of items you can obtain, defeating the major bosses and staying in bounds instead of out of bounds. This particular one is ice, and we grab Charge Beam, Ice Beam, Gravity Suit, Various Suit, 3 energy tanks, 2 missile packs, 2 super missile packs, and 1 power bomb pack, in addition to having bombs and Morph Ball. Those items all combined will make 14%, and that's the amount of items that Freyas will have when they finish the game.
And we already have all of them.
Yes, we already have all of them, so that's where we're going over it again. There's a couple other really popular ones, like I've seen Speed and Ice Boost. I've seen both of those before, and this one's just really interesting. And also there's a different boss order. So I believe Freyas mentioned it earlier that you said the top 2 runners, I believe, do PRKD. We're doing PKRD. Letters are hard, English is hard, so the order that we are defeating bosses is Phantoon, Kraid, Ridley, Dragon.
By the way, Ridley has changed colors.
Yes, Ridley's changed colors, yay!
Are now gone.
Yes.
That's probably about 23.
This time is hopefully.
Yes,
We'll all know
hopefully.
which
Oh, this pattern was so much better. Yay, thank you, Ridley.
Okay, that's a dead Ridley.
Yes.
That's a dead Ridley.
Please grab, please. Yes, yay, grab orb.
And that is why we grabbed the extra E-tank.
Guys.
But before the last escape, we explicitly said that the escape is harder than Ridley.
And that's actually where they died last time, so yeah.
Yes.
And you got to see exactly why that is.
So are you gonna farm up to full again and have more donations happen?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. We still have a bunch, and we are now at $72,799.51 total raised. $7,259.50 of that is to save. $3,675 is to kill. We have a $10 donation from Chudley that says, "Don't have much, but couldn't let a marathon I followed go by without a donation." Thank you so much, Chudley. Every single dollar donated helps so much. We super appreciate it. I have $5 from Granted Gaming that says, "Thank you all for this week." Thank you so much for watching. I have $5 from Alex that says, "Love to all. Thank you for everything you do." Thank you so much. I have $75 from Metanock that says, "It's way too late in the night for me to think of something good to say. Thank you for all the hard work everyone does. Good RNG for the final runs." I think that was a perfect thing to say. Thank you so much for your donation. We have a $15 anonymous donation that says, "Y'all rock." No, you rock. Thank you so much for your donation. I have a $20 donation from Potts that says, heart emoji. Also, kill is now at $3,725, but save is at $3,319. Everyone, we want to kill the animals. We want to fight here. But we are also only $16 away from $73,000 raised. Can we get a $16 donation towards kill the animals so we can get to $73,000?
That room back there with the spikes reminds me of a specific room I remember from Cave Story in the Labyrinth. And it is awful. Because in that game you can get crush killed by the moving platforms that are in the way. And the best part, that room is between a save point and a boss. It's truly the best part of that room. Great feature.
So this time we're just going to be killing the key hunters. Each of them is going to take 20 charge shots, so 20 seconds to kill. So it's going to be a minute of just shooting each of the key hunters. But because we've already died once, we're just going to play it safe.
If you would like to fill this minute with donations, please feel free.
Absolutely. I have $25 from Adelaide Sway that says, "Low percent means animals must be left behind." I have $25 from Raven Narcovi. So proud of all the runners and the cause. Thank you both so much for your donations. I have $25 from JKC DXX. Thanks for the video game love. Always the best escape.
Can you imagine if saving the animals was like a hidden 101st%?
There's true completion for that.
We also hit $73,000 and $84.51. Oh, $89.51. Thank you all so much. We have $25 towards killing those animals from Erica that says, "Kill those animals."
So we see people discussing asking why we didn't take the safety save, and that's because it repositions the key hunters in the previous room in a worse to be taking extra hits. So it makes much more sense to just not take the safety save and then just kill these, and to try to futz around with the safety save and do these down 50 or 100 HP.
Hopefully we have those for Dragon. Well, there's probably a farming spot.
Dragon is incredibly safe because you can farm during Dragon.
Yep.
Oh, you don't get to get the really cool, like, grapple beam quick kill in this run because we don't have that.
No.
Nope,
No,
you don't get
there's
either of
no
the cool quick kills.
Nope.
What's the other? I don't remember there being another
The
one.
Shine Spark quick kill.
Shine Spark.
Oh, is that another for Dragon, or is it a different boss?
Oh, you can Shine Spark on Dragon. That's
I guess that is the only boss with an arena that's really big enough to do that.
Dragon is the only boss which will take damage from Shine Sparks.
Oh.
So that farm right there is main reason why they kill Kraid after Ridley in the world record. And that's because mini Kraid will give you a ton of supers, so you can skip that farm. So it's taking a ton of extra risk and going in with a ton less health just to save that farm.
And if you're good enough in the game to pull it off, it works.
The neat thing about world record grinding is that speedrunning is something where you did it once. So all you have to, it only has to work once.
Yeah. It may take you 80 attempts and be utterly bad in getting there, but, you know.
So, the gravity jump that you saw to enter Lower Norfair, you're going to see one more of those in Meridia. Two more of those in Meridia. And those are absolutely necessary to the category. Once upon a time, the low percent category is 15%. And then they found out how to do Zebetite skip. And that lowered it to 14%, which is a really, really cool discovery. So in this room, Mount Everest, this is the room where you need to gravity jump. So we're gonna try to jump on the very last frame before we lose control of Samus. And if we do it right, we'll just fly all the way up here. You saw us right there, briefly angle down. That is known as a down grab. Samus's hitbox is a bit smaller when angling down, so we use that to make a jump that we normally wouldn't have been able to make.
I'm really sneezy tonight. I've been muting them all, but... Can't think.
So coming up here, we're going to see an ice clip through the ceiling. It's a really, really cool trick.
I wonder if the reason these Metroids are so, like, small is because this is such a cold area. Like, it's not good for them.
And we wanted a super from the Metroid, but we didn't get it because Botwin is going to take 10 supers, or 9 supers and 3 missiles, and we're going to miss some.
This snake.
Botwin's very interesting. I always he's one of my favorite mini bosses actually to fight.
I assume there are like a certain number of tracks that this boss will follow and it'll pick between.
Yep. People memorize the first 4, but none of the other 12. And at this point, once Botwin is below half HP, you can just stand in this corner for forever. We could go to sleep with this right here unpaused and just wake up and Botwin would still be running in circles.
The safety corner, favorite corner, best corner, might I say.
So we need to skip this E-tank, so we're going to sneak in this alternate entrance. And that lets us bypass the E-tank, which is super, super important. And now we're going to farm back up to full supers, because we are going to want to super Dragon as much as possible. Dragon has 6,000 HP, which means that we need 20 supers to kill Dragon, and we're going to be entering the fight with 8 supers. We're going to need to use a mix of supers and regular missiles to kill Dragon. And the other things that go on, the other forms of damage, we're going to be start opening with an ice shield, and then beyond that, we're going to be pseudo screwing into Dragon, which will do 200 damage to Dragon and 40 damage to us.
But with enough energy, it definitely is worth the 40 health hit by far for punishing the swoops.
Yes, in speed games, it's really common that taking damage is associated with going slowly, and that's no different in this game.
There's sometimes where it's just faster to flinch and punish than to get out of the way.
We don't want to get hit by those turrets because every time we get hit by the turret, it's a hit that we cannot trade with Dragon. That turret really wants us.
Yeah, that turret was not going down. Woo.
We've never seen a turret do that to us before.
Always gotta have one of those in a
Do
run.
this, ball up, and 4 hits. 300. Ah! We want goop phases. So right there, we did pseudo screw and traded with Dragon. Traded with Dragon again. Dragon has a 50-50 chance after the first swoop. Dragon has a 50-50 to gooper swoop. And we're just looking for all swoops. Or all goops.
I was gonna say.
I feel like swoops are bad, but yeah.
Swoops are, yeah, swoops are not what we're looking for.
And we're not going to trade down to being in 1-hit KO range because Marathon safety. So hopefully we can just farm up a bunch of.
They say after they drop almost all missiles.
We definitely would rather be getting missiles and health at this point.
I love how this song is called Versus Ridley, and yet it's used for like half of the boss's intense scenes in this game. Apparently it really matters. Welcome to tiny little details that literally only I care about. Oh, there's literally no one else, just me.
Ah, there we go.
Yes. Nice.
So that is the 4 main bosses down. Now we just have Mother Brain.
Those are pretty decent energy drops after the fight too, so.
What? We didn't get all the way up. And this will be the last gravity jump of no, this will be the second to last gravity jump of the game. There's one more exiting Meridia.
Yep.
So coming up here is going to be a pretty tight wall jump to get out of there. We're actually going to want to do a delayed wall jump. You can wall jump up to 8 pixels away from there. We want to wall jump as far away from the wall as possible to sneak up there.
And every time you come out of one of those pauses, Samus is no longer in purple mode.
And damage boosting in this game actually sends you flying across the room, which is absolutely, absolutely wonderful. Forms the basis for so much excellent tech. We are going to be grabbing a ship refill to fill up in supers, so there's no need to farm anywhere. We can just go.
Optimal zoomies, that's what we're here for.
And then here's a really, really cool morph ball tunnel that we didn't learn about until after we were a speedrunner.
You learn things every day.
Those thorny orb things were just like, what? Where did she go?
Samus went away.
You just bowl over those snails, that's amazing.
I do believe not anything interesting is going to go on for a little bit here, so if you would like to read any donations, please feel free.
Thank you very, very much. I have a bunch still. I have $50 from Rashawn Dragoness. It says, "Rar, save the animals." Thank you so much for your donation. We have $50 from Scott that says, "Let's get to 75,000. Kill those animals." I agree. We should kill the animals. I have $15 from Luna Minar that says, "Pet the animals," which is super, super cute, but we want to kill the animals. We want this to be closer, everyone. We have save at 7,624.50. Kill is at 3,885.75. So it is climbing up there, but it still has a bit of ways to go. We have $250 from WDG. They say, "Our first child is due in March, and we want them to grow up in a world where everyone has access to education regardless of gender. Thanks for raising money to help make that world a reality." Thank you so much, WDG, and congratulations. I have $5 from Gaming with Grabs. Great cause and great runs. We are at 73,549.51 total raised so far. So that donation that said, let's get to 75K. Twitch chat, we are only $1,451 away from $75,000 raised from Malala Fund. I absolutely believe we can do that. We have $100 from H-Soul that says, "This event has been so wonderful to watch and so happy to donate to such a great cause." Heart emoji. Thank you so much, H-Soul. And I have $133.37 from Amber that says, "A 133.37 donate for Elite Runners." Who runs the games? Girls. Who saves the frames? Girls. Super cute.
That is adorable.
We have a $100 donation from player A plus B, and I'm gonna feel real bad here because it says in parentheses, Doug Marcada voice, and I don't know who that is. But the donation says this donation will kill the animals. We have a $10. Sure, we got $10 from Sinewave Dave. No comment, but thank you so much for your donation. We have $5 from the Cool Zone 555. Again, no comment, but thank you for the donation. I hear that these no comment donations were a thing that I believe someone had started a couple days back, and as GDQ does, memes never die. And I wouldn't have it any other way. We have $25 from Anonymous, no comment, but thank you so much for that donation. We have $25 from Andrew Shirley, again, no comment, but thank you. We have $50 from Saucy Fellow Music that says, smiley face. And we have a $436 anonymous donation that says, did it work? I believe it did.
I think it did.
Thank you so much for your donation. I have $50 from Barbara Ricci that says, after missing Frost Fatales earlier this year, so glad I could catch all the amazing runs in Fleet Fatales. Let's kill the frames and save the animals. Listen, I super appreciate the save the animals, and like I said, I'm typically the same way, but we want a tight competition here. We've still got a little bit of time, I believe, so let's see if we can get kill a little closer to save. We have a $50 donation from Dex. They do not leave a comment, but thank you so, so much. I've got $100 from Anonymous, no comment, but thank you. And another $100 from Anonymous, again, no comment, but thank you so much. Every single dollar donated towards Malala Fund is just absolutely amazing. We are at $73,599.51. We are getting so, so close to $74,000.
So we see discussion in chat about why our estimate is so much higher than the world record, and the reason for that is because we have 15 minutes in the estimate just for deaths. We're going to try and damage ourselves down here, get to 1 HP as early as possible, and we will need to defeat 2 doors while at 1 HP. It should be very safe, But we did die in practice yesterday, which is why we saved the ship as well as refilling. So we have to use missiles on the first 2 doors because we don't have enough supers. And we have to take a missile refill. Which means that we want to take the missile refill and the health refill at the same time.
Big shout outs to the Idor for being nice, by the way. Just want to throw that out there. Giving credit where credit's due.
Losing a run to the Idor is one of the worst feelings.
So it's like, whew, let's be thankful for future runs by praising Idor when they are nice.
One of the things about running a game a lot is that eventually you'll die in every stupid way possible. And you'll just laugh about it because you're so used to it. So we do have the most deadly boss coming up, Mother Brain. So we absolutely are going to be saving here.
Oh, yes.
We're gonna start off this next room with step skip, but not in the normal way. We can't freeze the Rinka normally because we don't have wave, so we're gonna be freezing it from beneath.
I was gonna say the other one floated away a little quickly there.
And now we can miss a single missile, but if any supers get sniped, we have to reset. But because we saved, we can just offload our ammo really quickly. So now this fight is gonna take 200 shots, and at 150 shots, at less than 25% HP, he will start doing a one-hit KO attack. So we have to actually count this. We'll be commentating the first attempt, but after that we'll be quiet because we're probably gonna die. There's just a ton of patterns that you have to dodge here.
Got the onion rings. Yum. Thanks, Mom. He's just trying to be really nice and feed you, but you know, we can't have that here.
For a second there, we were actually wondering if we were stuck in the only onion rings pattern. Because it does happen very rarely. There are videos of a couple of people having gotten it. We have to be careful not to jump too high, because otherwise she'll just snipe us with a french fry. And we do have to keep our health above 300. Otherwise we just die. Because Rainbow Beam does 300 damage. That is why we have 3 E-Tanks.
Yep. I was about to chime in and say the 3 E-Tanks is needed for Mother Brain's Rainbow Beam. That was someone asked in chat like a while ago, but I wasn't able to interject at the time. But that is why we need 3 E-Tanks, and that is the lowest percent inbounds. For 14%.
You'll sometimes see us unmorph, and that'll happen when onion rings are shot right after a bomb, and we want to fall slower.
That might be why like keep talking and then it's like someone interrupts me is because you guys can't hear me.
Halfway.
No, sorry.
Anyway, what I was trying to prompt was, Varin was asking before the run began, was does Samus's version of the rainbow beam, is the power of that lessened because you don't have all of the extra shots?
Oh yeah, well I was looking around for exact number stats before we started, yeah.
And the answer is no. That is charge. That gives you charge. That gives you on plasma and wave regardless.
So it just hands you them all regardless.
Yeah, it's just a reskinned. Ooh, that was an earlier catch up than we thought.
Ooh, that was spicy catch up.
And we were busy talking, so we're glad. We're actually really lucky that we're still alive.
Yeah.
The secret is another thing I was mentioning. The true secret is the Mother Brain was a fast food worker for a long time. She's just really, really angry about it.
She's concerned about giving us a well-balanced diet.
Now she has a smite button. The button you press when you want your enemies to explode. Noticing there's one missile remaining, is there a reason for that?
No.
Just sometimes when people don't respond, I have to wonder because the mute and volume controls on this headset are attached to the cord, and sometimes if I lose track of where that cord goes, it goes somewhere where it gets lodged between my chair and my leg, and as a result I can get muted without realizing it, so that's what happened earlier. Also, Deathless Mother Brain, well done, well done.
We are so happy. The reason why we weren't responding to the missile was because we were intensely focused on that. Because we'd been talking so much that we completely lost count, and just we're absolutely amazed that we managed to do a first try with the brain while talking.
Yeah, I was expecting to have to do more talking, and I like had everything ready, and then you were just gone. I was like, oh, power to you. Yes, let's do this.
And the spare missile was just because we didn't need one. If we were doing it optimally, we could save maybe 50 frames by firing the missile at Mother Brain 1, but we were much more intensely focused and just not dying.
Yeah.
And it looks like we are going to be getting a 119 time, so a very good time considering how badly the game wanted to kill us.
Norfair was very rude.
And close your eyes, you don't want to witness the baby dying.
Also, we will need to know Saber Kill at the end of Mother Brain 3 here. We'll definitely call it again, but just keep an eye on it.
Sure thing.
This phase of the fight is like a formality.
Yeah, it's not very long, but definitely just a fair warning to keep an eye on it. We'll let you know when to call it.
And we're just gonna be here in the corner. We haven't properly learned this fight without high jump, and Mother Brain 3 can kill you. And normally by the time that we're at this point of the run, we're just not wanting to not die, so we're willing to just create a little bit of lag to be safe. And this is when we're gonna need safe kill. Or taunt or pet.
We are going to be saving those animals. I know.
The speed run, people. We're supposed to be saving the frames. What's going on?
Time bomb set. Escape immediately.
So chat, we need your opinion. Should we pet the animals in addition to saving them, or just save them?
Pet the animals.
Oh, pet the animals, please. I know I'm not chat, but I really would love that.
I'm in chat, I count.
Oh wait, I can count too, hold on.
Yeah, pull up chat so you count.
I have rural Wi-Fi. We actually had to screw with the normal GDQ setup just to get me to be able to work with this. So, I can't have Twitch open and this at the same time. It just wouldn't work.
I put in my input for pet, so I am now part of chat. So
Let me just real quick. There we go.
Seems like it's pretty unanimous for pet. Pet it is.
Pet, 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 pet.
Yeah, it's just like that one act screen for Lesser Dog where it's like all of the commands they pet. It just fills up the entire menu.
And we are unbelievably happy with this. This is our first Deathless Mother Brain in a marathon.
congratulations.
Amazing.
The clickety clack of the wall jump.
It's soothing. It's my favorite kind of ASMR.
We absolutely love controller clicks, and we make our stream for what we want to listen to, so controller clicks everywhere.
I don't mind them, I'm just pointing them out.
It's really, really nice to, like, controller clicks let you hear what's being pressed when, lets you get in, lets you feel like you're getting inside the head of the runner. Pet, 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 pet.
Pet, 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 pet.
It's quite literally all pet.
Honestly, the controller clicking almost sounds like a GameCube controller. Like I can hear the analog shifters. Like I know it's not because you said earlier that it's an actual SNES controller, but that's what it sounds like to me.
Now we just need to get back to the ship and run away.
Because cool girls don't look at instructions.
And you can tell that Samus is successful because the planet's going to blow up.
Yep. That's why the
And
planet
time.
didn't blow up in the first game, is because she wasn't actually done. She just didn't know it.
GG, Freyas, that was awesome. Holy moly.
We are so happy with the ending of that.
Yeah, that was really good.
Unbelievably happy. Thank you so much for commentating.
No problem, this was fun.
I was so happy when I got the DM. I was like, hey, you still want to commentate for Super Metroid, right? And I was like, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Heck yes. So are we going to wait for the Deer Force or not?
Oh, can we get a confirmation from Tech that we can wait for Deer Force?
It'll be about a couple minutes till the end of the credits.
And it doesn't actually imply more. It doesn't actually say more precisely than that.
We have been blessed by the great tech crew that has been amazing this entire event so far. Shout outs to the tech crew who is allowing us to wait for Deer Force. So everyone, get your Deer Force emotes in chat ready. Any way you want to spell it, any way you want to capitalize it, any emotes you have, celebrate with us. Holy moly, Deer Force.
I actually don't know what Deer Force means.
Well, you're about to find out. In a couple minutes.
Interesting as someone who's like looking at this completely blind, but at the same time it's kind of useful because like I'll ask things that some people in chat are probably also wondering, so it works out.
While we're waiting for Deer Force, Freyas, can you like give us a little recap and some of your thoughts on some of the stuff that happened? Especially, I want to hear about how hype it was for a Deathless Mother Brain.
The Deathless Mother Brain was so hype. We were trying to count and talk at the same time, which just doesn't work. So the catch-up beam, which can one-hit KO you, came about 10 seconds earlier than expected, while we were getting hit by other damage because we were talking, and we were super lucky that it didn't kill us. But once you got past that transition point, we just focused super hard, and we managed to pull it off. The catch-up beam is really, really hard because you're basically staring at Mother Brain's hand, watching for it to go back a few pixels. At that point, you know that you need to jump. And the entire fight, you just stare at that. And Mother Brain's head can move in trolley ways that lets you know that it might be a meatball, it might be ketchup. But ultimately you just need to stare at the hand and react to it. So we're super, super happy that we managed to pull that off. Like, that was just an amazing, amazing run for that. Our bosses all went amazingly, and 6 for 6 bosses, and we're super happy about that. So
The only repeat bosses were just the result of other stuff after the fact.
Yeah, none of the bosses seem to be too hard. That second time come back to Ridley, that pogo action was a little nicer the second time around, definitely, for sure.
And here we go. We are coming directly up on Deer Force. Deer Force!
Deer Force!
Yay, Deer Force.
And we can wait for just a little while longer to confirm 14%.
Dun 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 dun!
That was seamlessly untying her hair.
And there is the 14%. This was a super awesome run. We're super lucky to have been able to do this, to perform this, and we're super happy with how well it went. So thank you everybody so much for watching, and get your donations in. See if we can hit 80K.
Thank you so much for the run. That was so fun. I love low percent runs so much. All right, I have a $50 donation from an Eternal Enigma that says, "This event has been awesome. Major thanks to all the runners, hosts, chat mods, and everyone else who made it happen. Putting this $50 towards Orchid for the Spartan color in Halo Reach. Looking forward to AGDQ 2021. And with that, we are actually going to go to a word from Malala Fund, followed by a Twitch ad. So hang around for more Games Done Quick Fleet Fatales. Welcome back to Fleet Fatales 2020. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Let's go ahead and read some donations while we prepare for our next run. We have a $920 donation from the Yeti. They say, hey y'all, Yeti here. We're very pleased to donate $920 to Malala Fund from all the sales so far on our Fleet Fatales exclusive tea, designed by 1,000 Dead Draculas. This is an amazing charity and marathon. We are honored to take part and help out. Good luck with the finale, and as a reminder that the Fleet Fatales tea will be available until tomorrow, Sunday at midnight CST. Thank you so much, the Yeti, and thank you all so much. Every single dollar helps, and $920 already from the tea sales is absolutely amazing. We are... And I am now getting word that we are